Hi, welcome to Robin's Flying Crochet again. I'm coming to you very late, or actually very early, on February 13th. I'll put in here a happy birthday, Bethany, because it'll be her birthday if she sees this. That's my niece. I actually got tagged in 10 yarny questions, not once, but twice. I am like so ecstatic that both these ladies actually tagged me to do this, because that means that I have more people looking at my channel, which is fantastic. It's been growing. It's been very slow growing. Part of that is on my fault, because I don't record consistently, although 2020 has been better than 2021 has been better than what 2020 was. Yes, I am a hand talker. I will wave. You will see all kinds of different things coming in front of you. But Penny from Little Bits of Yarn tagged me, and also Gabbing Grandma tagged me. I believe that's Donna. And I'm like so ecstatic about it. And my hair looks good. Sorry, I'm in my nightgown and I'm in the living room. Not the best of lighting. But I gotta work around kids' schedules, and I have the kids a lot this week, and I want to get this done before I forget. And you know, another video for me is a plus towards my goal. My goal is for 52 this year. I think I'm going to make it. So let's get started. So the original questions came out from Bag O'Day, and she tagged several people, and it's gone through the line, and so 2 people have tagged me. So I am working on doing my thing. If I get my glasses just right, I won't have a glare on there. So questions from Bag O'Day. What is your favorite color of yarn? My favorite color is blue, and it's kind of blue to teal. I like, if I look in a crown box, I know it's Crayola, but I was brought up saying crowns, that's what it is. It's the blue-green crown, or the green-blue crown. To me, they're the exact same color, one comes before the other one. I think that color is my favorite color of all, and it's kind of hard to find it in blue or in teal, but they do have like a soft teal that I just die for. And I've also seen aqua that I'm pretty adamant about grabbing. So, but my favorite color overall in yarns and everything is blue. What is my favorite weight of yarn? I seem to gravitate towards 4 medium. I've had things that have been thinner, almost like fingerling weights, and I don't mind using them, but I have to kind of like get in the mindset to use them. I have it in cotton, and I've had it in an acrylic also, with some sparkly thread through it. Like the wrap that I just finished up, is it was a shawl I did off of Sarah Sashes, and it was done in this acrylic that was brown and blue, and it had a blue over stripe, shiny stripe going all through it. Gorgeous yarn, absolutely gorgeous. It's kind of hard for me to figure out what to do with it because it's so thin, but then all of a sudden I will have a brain thing, and I'll come up with something and say, oh, I'll just hold 2 strands together, and it works. So I'm having my computer all of a sudden has decided to do some funky stuff. So I'm sorry that's going on. I'm trying to stay up with what's going on. I'm not sure if the camera's recording behind it. It looks like numbers are jumping, so I apologize for that, and hopefully it'll stop. I usually don't record as quickly as this right after I write on my computer, but that's what it is. So what I'm finding out is that I seem to like 4 medium. I have some bigger sizes. I just don't gravitate to them. A lot of it is because of the patterns I'm working on and the patterns that are chosen. And you have to forgive me, out of the 30 years that I've been crocheting, I've crocheted more in the last 2 years than I have over my entire life, because I've done more variety of stuff. The first, I say 30 years of crocheting, I knew how to do a blanket, It was a ripple blanket and it was double crochet. That's all I knew how to do. So if you were getting a Christmas gift from me or a gift that I was going to make or I wanted to make something, I'd go get the yarn. I wouldn't know what I'd be picking up. I would just go pick it up, get the amount that I needed, and I would turn around and start crocheting you a blanket. I would crochet it to where it was comfortable over me and how comfortable it was as tall as me. And that's what you got. That's just the way I worked. It wasn't until I did the study of the earth with Mikey from Yarn Inspirations that I actually ventured out into doing more and different things of yarn projects. And until I did him with his study of the earth, I would never have even thought of ever doing anything like this. One, having a YouTube channel to show off what I'm making. And that's basically what I do, is show what I'm making, because I don't have the right camera. You can see the lighting issues that I go through to do tutorials. I would love to one day be able to teach, but I'm more of a in-person type teacher, or we'd have FaceTime type teaching, because I've done that too with my son. But it's one of those that without the right cameras, I'm not going to get into that. And it's probably going to be a long, long time before I'm set up for that. Alright, so what is your favorite style of yarn? I'm not really sure. I would say there's a style of yarn that I like. I pretty much go to the store and pick up what I want, bring it home, and find something to use it with. I very rarely go and get yarn for a project. Unless I'm doing a blanket, it's just going to be a ripple African blanket, then I will actually purposely go and get yarn. But I don't pick like by weight or by this string type thing. I go for color. Color is what drives me. What is your favorite fiber of yarn? I would say I'm more in acrylics. That's pretty much mostly what I do work in. I have worked in cotton doing dish towels and washcloths and like hand towels. I've done excuse me, oh my goodness, I've done a complete kitchen set, including placemats, napkin rings, napkins, and it was all done in cotton. I like working in cotton. I do find it's very drying on my hands, but I like working in cotton. But I just naturally go to acrylics, and I think it's because what I work on, you see a faster finish period, faster completion gratitude, I would say, when you're working in bigger yarns. So I go for the acrylics. Just can't have it. I am starting to branch out into some other stuff this year. That was one of my goals, was to try new yarns. I have crocheted in acrylic and nylon together. I did do one of those big, thick blankets, and it was so thick you had to have a U crochet hook to crochet it, and my U crochet hook is somewhere on my table, but I just can't get to it right now. And I did. I finished it up. I thought I only had 6 skeins of yarn, and I evidently must have 7, because I ended up having 7 ball bands, and made a nice size blanket. It was funny because one of my grandkids grabbed it last night to sleep with it, and tonight the youngest grandson, I washed it overnight, the youngest grandson literally ran in my bedroom because it was folded up on my bed, where I wanted to put it, and he ran in there and grabbed it and brought it out and said, "This is my blanket." Okay. What is your favorite brand that you can get easily within your country? My favorite brand can no longer be gotten. AC Moore's no longer. So, I'm stuck with Red Heart Super Saver. It's easy to get. I can buy it at Walmart, Michael's, you know, anywhere that I would normally shop, that's what I get. So it's not really that big of a thing. Do I like other brands? I've got some Premier non-pilling stuff that I just recently got in a mystery box that I'm gonna try, and I kind of feel like I already love it. I like Caron Super Soft, but I have figured out that that's not something I want to use on every project because even though it says it's a medium 4, it's thin, and because of that, I like how it's soft, it's silky, but it's a thinness that bothers me. I like it. I just don't gravitate to it. Let's see. What is your favorite brand? Number 6. What is your favorite brand that isn't easy to get within your country? Right now, it's from AC Moore. It is Studio Classics by Nicole. Anything in that line, I will die for. Literally dive for. I had a coupon, went to AC Moore's before they were supposed to close in 2019, and I purchased over $60 worth of yarn to make a blanket. And I thought I had everything that I needed, and I didn't. And I ran out of the main color. The main color was white. Now, I had to go over to Super Saver White. I have no choice. I'm hoping once I wash it, there won't be a difference. But that is my favorite brand that you can no longer get in the company. I've been to places where every once in a while a classic studio will show up. I don't know how it gets there. Because one of the shopping that my daughter-in-law and I just recently did, I found one. I didn't even need it, but it was what I wanted, so I picked it up. Okay. 7. Favorite yarn store online and favorite brick and mortar. Okay, store online. I would have to say anyone who sells mystery bags. I love getting mystery bags because that's how I actually try out new yarns. And it's the same way that I kind of like go through life. I pick the old standard favorites, and once I like it, it doesn't go anywhere. It doesn't do anything. I'll grab it again and again. Favorite brick and mortar. I would say probably Michael's is where I want to go, but I find myself at Walmart more because I can get a variety of stuff at Walmart, meaning groceries, household, yarn, school supplies, that kind of stuff. I can't say I really want to do Michael's more, and if I have money and I'm going to shop, and I'm one of these that I have learned over time, I need to physically be there grabbing my merchandise instead of just blindly ordering online, because that's what I do. I blindly order stuff online because I don't know what I'm doing when I'm buying yarn. I don't know what I'm looking for when I'm buying yarn. I just pick it up and go. Do you scrap yarn? If so, what do you do with it? Yes, I do scrap ball yarns. I do anything with them. I'll hold on to them. I will eventually just find something I want to make with it, whether it's going to be like this year. I think at the end of April, might be a little bit, I might be starting actually this week, is I have a bag of leftover yarn that I have used in the first quarter of the year. And I would like to have that yarn included in this year. So what I'm thinking about doing is going back and going through it and making a rectangle granny square blanket. I made one for my brother for Christmas and I loved it. Really did like how it was turning out. So that's my plan is to make another one. I just finished a blanket. I'm trying to finish up a temperature blanket. Then I'm going to have that blanket. I need to have more people have Christmas presents. What is your favorite thing to crochet or knit? Blankets. Blankets. But I am moving out of that, and to tell you the truth, I have made my granddaughter 3 dresses, and I love them. And I recently, in the past month, through Yarn Bingo, had to make a baby doll dress, and I love it better. It was so much better. But I had problems. I had to actually switch. I think I ended up making Crystal's Bag a Day doll dress, and I forget which dress it was. I think Prairie Girl doll dress. And because I tried doing Pamela's Adorn and Crochet, and what I was doing and my counts were not coming off the same way, and I'm not a counter. I find it difficult to count. I'm learning to read patterns thanks to Mikey and Inspirations. Up until then, I couldn't read patterns. To learn to do my blanket, my ripple stitch blanket, I had to have someone read the pattern for me and tell me what to do. The translation from what I'm reading to what I'm doing didn't make sense. So they would have to read the pattern, show me what to do, and then I could do it. And that's how I learned how to do it. So I am growing. If you could crochet or knit one last thing for the rest of your life, what would it be and what yarn would you use? Well, acrylics. That's kind of like no thought process involved. It's going to be acrylic. And what would it be that I would make? I really like making my granddaughter's dresses. But I would have to turn around and probably say blankets because you just sit there. Although I've learned how to do towel toppers, and I like them too. Dang it. No, I figured it out earlier. I thought of it. Granny squares. That's what's going to be my favorite thing to do for the rest of eternity because I can make a granny square and then from there I can make multiple different things. I can make sleeves. I can make vests. I can make sweaters. I can make bags. I can make blankets. I can do so much with that. I can make bags. So I would say granny squares would be my favorite um, item to make for the rest of my life. So there you have it. I hopefully gave you enough information about me for my 10 yarny things. I'm hoping that you guys will enjoy it. Thank you, Little Bits of Yarn, for nominating me, and Gabbing Grammy for nominating me, Donna, Penny, love you guys tremendously. I'd like to nominate, and she's probably already been nominated, and I know she recently had a procedure, so she may not be up to doing it, and that's fine. Carrie Penny, I think I would love to hear you. I follow you regularly, you know that. We have conversations back and forth. I would love to hear some of your ideas on this. So I do Carrie Penny. I'm also going to tag Llama Mama Kayla. I know you're in the hospital again. I know you're not feeling good. But I would love to see you and Big Daddy again in a video. And I know that it may be a while because you're not feeling good. Prayers up to you. Please pray for Kayla. She needs our prayers very much. But I loved watching you and Big Daddy in videos. So if you have the opportunity, Big Daddy feels up to it, have some fun. And Big Daddy won't know about this stuff, but you will. But the conversations watching between you and Big Daddy are so funny. I enjoy them so much. And I miss seeing you guys together. So that's probably the two people that I would tag. And then, let's see. Trying to think. I want to tag one of my followers, but I can't think of their name right now. But if you'd like to participate, you're not into doing the videos, of course you can always leave comments down below and put your answers in there and just let me know who it is. And if you want, to share, I would love it. So if you like the video, give a thumbs up. If you'd like to subscribe, you want to come down over here. This little button down here says subscribe. Bell should pop up. As bell pops up, hit that bell. And that way, no matter what kind of video I put out, it'll actually notify you that I put one out. Thank you for all my subscribers. Please, if you think you like this video, you think you might like me, please come back and subscribe. I'm going to take off my glasses. I can't see you because I'm all blurry. And I can't see you anyway, but I'm blurry at this point. But my hair turned out pretty good today, and I'm kind of impressed. That's why I want to do this, because once I go to sleep on it, it will not look the same tomorrow. So, if you have a chance, give me a thumbs up. That's going to be on this side over here. There you go. Love to have some videos, have some talks. Love to listen to the comments. Love to talk back to people. Love to have you subscribe. So thanks for listening. 10 Yarny Things. I've nominated 2 people. If you'd like to play, if you'd like to be nominated, you know, let me know. I'll come back and nominate you. I'm supposed to do another video this week. Actually, got two. I gotta do my F from hashtag. I'm trying to hold on my computer. Hashtag movies and stitch. Got to do that one this week, and I also got to do my finished objects, works in progress, and acquisitions. I don't have any acquisitions this week, but that's okay. I've had enough for a while. So thanks again. Bye.